Okay, for question 6, they give us a radioactive substance decay according to the formula. Okay, you don't have to understand what is it, but you still can do, okay? W represent the amount that is left, okay? Okay, there is a constant K there, okay? Gram, when T is the time in hour, okay? Find K given that the weight is 10 grams after 50 hours. Okay, so how are you going to find K using that? So what is the meaning of the weight is 10 grams after 50 hours? Okay, Ashwindaran, can you explain? What is the meaning of W equal to 10 grams after 50 hours? So how am I going to use this to solve for K? Ashwindaran?
So you must find out how many grams you have before the 50 hours or?
No, they say the weight is 10 grams after 50 hours. So how do you interpret this? How do you use this based on the formula given?
Based on the formula,
So what should I put as W and what should I put as T?
W should be 50, right?
W should be 50. Is that true? Can you please look at it carefully?
No, 10 grams, sorry, 10 grams, sorry.
Okay, W is 10. Okay, W is 10. So equal to 20 e to the power negative K. Then what should my T be?
Should be 50.
Yeah, 50. So that is how you use this information to get the answer.
Yeah, my question on my paper, my question was wrong. Okay.
Okay, that is question 6, exercise 3F. Okay, so from here, we can simplify.
Yep.
Okay, so I can rewrite this as 1 equal to 2. Whenever you have power negative,
Miss.
Whenever you have power negative, you put it down there and write as 50K, correct? So you cross multiply, e to the power of 50K is equal to 2. Shinyi, what should I do next? Shinyi?
Yes.
What should I do next? If I want to find the value of K and I have e to the power of 50K equal to 2, how should I do it next?
K.
Yeah, solve K, how to solve?
Use ln.
Yeah, use ln. So I write
50K equal ln 2.
Yes, you are right. So K equal to ln 2 over 50, correct? So can you give me the approximate value? This is the exact value. Can you take out
0.0138629.
1386. Okay, so 0.0139. Is that correct? Ashwindaran?
Yes, miss. I will so.
Did you check? Okay, so that is how you find the unknown. You use this information, you sub into the equation. Okay, so we are done with part A. Okay, so part B. Okay, now you know the formula already. What you can do is you can key into your graphic calculator You can key into your graphic calculator your y1 as 20 e to the power of negative. You either can put exact value, okay, ln 2 over 50 times x. Can you please do that? So that you can make your part B, you get the answer very quickly. So part 1. So part 1, how should I write the answer? Christopher?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, how should I write the answer for part 1, B part 1?
T equals 0.
Okay, t equal to 0. So I have to write like that. W 0. So is 20 e to the power of negative 0.0139 to the power of 0. So the answer is 20. And Christopher, what is the unit of measurement?
Gram.
Gram. So you have to write down. So what you can do is, since you key into the calculator already, you don't have to go and calculate it. So what you can do is, you go to your graphic calculator, still remember how to call out the y1. You put second mode first, then after that you put alpha trace, call out y1, then you key in 0. Then you put enter. Okay. So are you okay? Okay, so how about part 2? After 24 hours, so that means there is W24. So you can straight away give the answer. Okay, can I have the answer? Bram?
14.3.
Okay, 14.3 gram.
Yeah.
So if it's anything that is not right, please let me know. Okay.
Miss,
Yes,
how do you get the 24?
because part 2, they say after 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Part 3. What is the weight of the radioactive substance present after 1 week? Okay, just now who is the one who asked me how I get 24?
Me, miss.
Carol Rampa.
Yeah.
Okay, Carol Rampa, can you tell me what should I put in for T for part 3?
For part 3, you should convert 1 week into hours.
Okay, so tell me how to convert.
So like 1 week has 7 days, right? So 7 days times 7 times 24.
Yeah, so I have to do like that. Right? So I
Yep.
can just put in my y1. You don't have to purposely write down the number. You just put 7 times 24 here. You can do so. So, okay, Carol Rampa, can I have the answer?
The answer is 1.95 grams.
1.95
grams.
grams. Okay, good. So you see, you have graphic calculator, you can do a lot of things. Yeah. And you can do your calculation easily. So graphic calculator skill is extremely important. Okay, let's see. Part C. How long will it take for the weight to reach 1 gram? So when we say how long, that means I'm looking for phi t. When W equal to phi t, when W equal to Asian.
And
Phi t when W equal to what?
10 grams.
Asian? 1 gram.
Oh, 1 gram, sorry.
Okay, so what should I do? Which equation should I use? Asian?
The first one.
The first one. So I put 20 e to the power of negative 0.0139. T must be equal to what? Ishan?
1.
1. Okay, then you work out. Okay, can you please work out by yourself? Everyone, please work out. Huh? I will call anyone to give me the answer for T. So I assume you all know how to get the answer, but I will explain again. Okay, so now, so I told you already, if it's a power negative, I will prefer to write it as 20 over e to the power of 0.0139 t equal to 1. So cross multiply e to the power of 0.0139 t equal to 20. So 0.0139 t equal to ln 20. So therefore, t equal to ln 20 divided by 0.0139, which is approximately 216 hours. Okay, so we are done with that. So far, so good. Anyone got any question? Okay, let's look at part D. Okay, for part D, okay, how am I going to solve this question? This question usually will give you 2 marks only. Okay, yeah. Wen Cheng, how will you do this? You want to find the rate.
W prime 100.
Yeah, W prime 100. You are right. So how am I going to get my W prime 100?
Pull out Y2.
Yes. So you don't have to differentiate. So you get your Y2. You still remember your Y2? Your Y2 is D over dx, Y1, x equal to x. So this, your Y1 is W. So your Y2 will be W prime T. Am I right? Okay. So Wen Cheng, can I have the answer?
Negative 0.0693.
Negative 0.0693.
0.0693.
Okay, how should I write the unit?
The rate is decreasing by 0.0693 gram per hour.
Yeah, so gram per hour, correct? So that means it's decreasing. The weight is decreasing, am I right? Okay, now part 2. So same thing, W prime 1000. Yeah, W prime 1000. Idina, have you got back your calculator? Idina, are you in my class? Hello, Idina, can you please tell me what is the answer for D part 2? My voice is breaking. My voice is breaking because your internet problem. You all know that you are, okay, I better keep my mouth shut. Okay, never mind. Krishalini, can I have the answer for this part?
Negative 2.64.
So fast? So, negative 2.64. Sure.
Yeah.
The rest, do you get this answer?
Yes, miss.
Okay, negative 2.64 after 1,000 hours. Okay, so done with part D. So you see, you can use, yes?
Negative 2.64 times 10 to the power of 97.
Yes, that's why I say it's impossible because do you know why I say that's why I asked you? Hello? Krishalini, did you see in your graphic calculator, you have negative 2.64, then e to the power of e, then negative what? Can someone give negative 7? So this e means negative 2.64. The e means 10 to the power of negative 7. Are you clear? So that is how you transfer. So everyone, do you know how to read what your calculator trying to talk to you? That's why I just now I paused for a while. I said, cannot be. Do you know why I said cannot be? Even I don't have my graphic calculator. Can someone explain to me? Can someone explain to me how is the graph of W equal to 20 e to the power negative 0.0139 t look like? How is the graph look like? You see, as t approaches infinity, e to the power negative 0.0139 t will approach 0, am I right? So how is the graph look like? Jen Hao, you look at the screen, see whether my graph is correct or not. Like that correct or not, my graph?
No.
No. Why? Because it approaches 0. This one doesn't show approaches 0, so this is a wrong graph. Am I right? The graph should look some sort like this. From 20, it go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why when I say 1,000, W rate of change at after 1,000 hours, how can it be steeper than rate of change at 100 hours? How can the gradient be steeper? How can the graph be steeper? You see or not? Hello? So everyone, Krishalini, next time, do you know how to read the calculator?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so take notes of that. So do you see advantage of why Mr. want to ask you all? Am I right? Okay, now let's go to part E. Show that dw over dt is equal to b times w for some constant b. So now what you need to do is when they give you this type of question, your first thing is please find the rate of change. So my w is equal to 20 e to the power negative kt. So here I just put kt because that is not, I don't have to know the value. Okay, so now you have to find the rate of change of W. So dW over dt. Okay, can I have someone give me what is the answer? Okay, Nanini, Devi.
Yes, miss.
Can you give me the answer for this derivative of W?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Is it that negative 1 over 50 ln 2?
Okay, Nanini, this is a exponential.
Okay.
how to do exponential derivative? How to do exponential derivative? Please go and learn it up. Shinyi, can you? Shinyi,
Yes. I'm not sure about it.
you cannot say you are not sure. Do you know that? When you come to differentiation, how to differentiate that? All of you in this class, you have no right to tell me that.
My different. I don't know the answer.
So I'm going to repeat again. When we differentiate exponential term, we copy down the whole thing. Then we multiply by the derivative of the power. So that means d over dt of negative kt is negative k. So here I put negative k. So I got negative 20k e. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't write it this way. The reason after I tell you. So I got negative k then I have 20 e to the power negative kt. Okay? So if you look at this term, isn't it exactly the same as this? So can I replace this with w? So that is what the question trying to tell you. So this is negative k, and this one I replace it with w. So that means you are writing dw over dt in terms of w. And in this case, the b is negative k. Are you okay? So that's end the whole question. So question 7 also the same. Yeah. Okay. Question 7 also the same. Okay. Now let's go to question 12. Okay. Can I give you two minutes to read through the whole thing of question 12? Okay. For this particular question 12, if any one of you, okay, you have this in your notes. If you have this function in your notes, okay, I can put as t. You can answer this question easily. Do you have this in your notes? This is ln A over B, is it? Is it? Is that ln A over B? Xingren?
Yes, native.
Is this ln A over B? The y coordinate of the x coordinate of the inflection point.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? I cannot. You have to make sure. Okay, then the initial will be C over 1 plus A. Correct? So now I compare this formula with the one that given in question 12. There is BT equal to 3000 divided by 1 plus 0.5 e to the power negative 1.73t. So you look, I can answer all these questions easily. Yeah. So first of all, I will key this into Y1 in my calculator. Can you please do so? So I tell you, this is a very important fact that you have to jot it down in your notes. Okay, have you finished keying in? Okay, part A. So when you say initial B population, so that means I'm looking for B. I'm looking for B0. Yeah. Okay, can you tell me what is the answer for B0? Rachel?
2000.
2000. So it's 2000 B, right? Okay, initially there are 2000 Bs. Okay, so part B. Okay, find the percentage increase in the population after 1 month. Okay, when we want to find the percentage after 1 month, that means the initial, so when you want to talk about percentage increase, okay, please increase divide by initial time 100%. That is how you find percentage increase. So the increase will be B after 1 month. So T is in month, right? So I take B1 minus B0 divided by B0 times 100%. Okay, so what you can do is you can use your graphic calculator, straight away do this. You can call out your Y1 a few times. Yeah, graphic calculator. So I'm not interested in all the value. I'm interested in the final. So you can take your Y1, you put in 1, you put as fraction. Okay, take away Y1, 0, then divided by Y1, 0, then time 100. Okay. So you don't have to record down what is the value of B1. You don't have to waste your time and record down. Yeah. Okay, can I have the answer? Chakan?
37.8%.
37.8%. Is that correct, class? Okay, so that is how you count percentage increase or percentage decrease. Okay, if percentage decrease, you will take the bigger one, the initial minus the final, but still divide by the initial. Okay, now, is there a limiting to this, to the population size? So how are you going to answer this question? Is there a limit? So the answer is Raisa?
Do we like analyze?
Okay, the question is like that. Is there a limit to the population size? So how are you going to answer this? If I give you a question like that, is there a limit?
We talk about like when was it B approach infinity.
Do you need to say that? I'm
Uh,
asking you, is there a limit?
yes.
So, straightforward. Yes.
Ah.
Then, so if so, what is it? Give me the answer. If so, what is it? I mean, if your answer is a yes, so I want to know what is the limiting value.
I'm not too sure how to find.
Hello?
We talk about the. Oh wait.
You don't have to talk. You don't have to talk this case. You look at, I compare.
From BT, is it? From the function BT?
Definitely. You see, I make a comparison. This is called the limiting value.
Then 3,000.
Yes.
Okay.
So if this question is a 2-mark question, correct? You answer a yes, and you give me the right limiting value, you got the 2 mark. If you answer a yes, you give me the wrong limiting value, we get 0 mark. So if so, what is it? So the limiting value is so 3,000 Bs, right?
Yeah, for this one, we don't need to analyze, is it?
The question, you see how the question is asked. Is there a limit to the population size? So if I ask you, huh? Is there a limit to the speed along the highway? So you answer me? Yes. If so, what is the limit? You cannot drive beyond 110 kilometers per hour. Okay. So when you see the next question, correct? When I teach you the technique, you have to know which question I must do the analysis, which question I mustn't. If I change this question C, if I make a question like that, show that the limiting value of BT is 3,000. This type of question in maths, this is the one that you really have to analyze. So you see what is the difference between C and this question. Then that's why in maths, the harder question is not find. The harder question is show. I know the answer already. I give you the answer already. How are you going to explain to me that that answer is that? So if this question, how are you going to work? Okay, what are you going to write? How are you going to start? So you have to look at the question and decide. So for this question, how am I going to start? Sebastian.
For question D?
No, I'm talking about this question in black.
Oh, show that
So you are not with me, huh?
Oh.
Sebastian?
You just compare it to the FT function just now. The BT function to the FT function.
Cannot. If I give you a show question, you just tell me because the function says so, you get 0 marks straight away. This question, I will give 3 marks. So you see, This is just like proof that when I say show in max means proof. Proof to me. That means you have to find evidence. You cannot tell me that because the function says so. Because the nature of the function is like that. Cannot at all. So the hardest question in max is proof and show. Because you must know how to do it. Okay. Shafiq, how to answer this question?
T approaches infinity.
Yes, you are right. So you see, if I want to test you on higher thinking question in max, correct? I will not ask you to find. I will not ask question like C. Like question like C is just a mere, okay, when you talk about it's just a knowledge question. But question that I wrote in black here is a question whereby you need to know how to prove. Okay, just now Shafiq said, you have to start with as t approaches infinity. Okay, so what should I do next?
0.5 e to the power of negative 1.73 t approaches 0.
Correct. You see, Shafiq has acquired the way to show. So you see, that's why people find that max is difficult because there's a lot of things you have to acquire. Will approach 0. So therefore, 1
BT.
plus, we go step by step, okay? Shafiq, actually, you can straight away go BT, no problem. Will approach 1. Am I right? So therefore, I can write BT only. I don't want to write down the formula also can. Will approach C from below. 3,000 from below. So you see, that's why this question worth 3 marks. This question only, the most I give is 1 mark. Because it's just look, see, and get me the answer. Okay, if you want to score a good grade, you better know how to do all this, okay? So the choice is, I leave it to you. Okay, let's look at part D. Okay, I go to the next page. Okay, part D. Yeah, Sebastian, can you tell me how to get B prime T for this one? What rule should I use?
I don't know what it's called, but I know how to do it.
You know how to do it.
Yeah.
If I write it this way, correct or not, Sebastian?
You have to, yeah, it's correct.
So yeah, you just direct me what to write.
You differentiate the 0.5 e power minus negative 1.73 t.
Okay.
And you times it by 3,000.
Then?
And then the whole of 1 plus 0.5 e that one, you change the power to negative 2.
You make my whole thing upside. Multiply by the power, copy down the whole thing.
And then you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Power take away 1, then time by the derivative of whatever inside the bracket. That is 0.5 e to the power of negative 1. Also copy down the whole thing. Then time by the derivative of the power, that is negative 1.73. Okay. Then after that, you use your calculator, take all this and multiply. Okay, can someone multiply and tell me what is the answer? Sebastian, what is the answer? After you multiply those in red that I underline.
Where? 2595.
2595, ah?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is e to the power of negative 1.73t, the whole thing divided by 1 plus 0.5 e to the power negative 1.73t, the whole thing squared. Okay, now, and use it to explain why the population is increasing over time. Okay, so how should I do? How should I do? This one, there is a bit different. How should I do this part? Okay, Xingren.
T is greater or equals to 0. So
Correct.
B prime T will be always positive.
E to the power of negative 1.73t is greater than 0. And 1 plus 0.5 e to the power negative 1.73t, the whole thing squared also greater than 0. So therefore, my B prime t is greater than 0. So this show that B prime t is always positive. All right. So therefore, BT is always increasing. Okay. Are you clear? So sketch the graph of BT. So you definitely know how to sketch the graph of BT already, correct? So the graph of BT so you see, I don't have to start my t-axis with 0. I can start with 2000. Then this is 3000. Yep. So this is my BT graph. Okay, can someone tell me what is the inflection point? T equal to ln A over B. B is 1.73. Can someone give me what is the value of this? Hello, can someone give me the value for this? Yeah, when I call, no one want to, okay.
Negative 0.40.
Negative 0.40. So that means there's no inflection point involved. That means the graph, the inflection point is at negative here. So the graph actually go like that. Okay, at here, okay, it go like this. Then after that, the inflection point is here. So that means it start from here. So the shape should be like that. Are you clear? Hello? So the shape of the graph go like this. So during this period of time, there is no, so the increase, the fastest rate is at the beginning. At the beginning, because the inflection point is here. So T cannot be negative, right? So that means during this, the growth of the increase of the number of the B is always increasing with decreasing rate. It never increasing with increasing rate, because the inflection point for this function is at the negative side. Are you okay? So sometimes don't think that logistic is always got the inflection point, because inflection point if it's at the negative part when you talk about time, that means I can conclude that the B population always increasing with decreasing rate. Yeah, it's always concave downward. Okay? Student? So you don't just look at this simple question like that. Yeah. So that is, you see, that is called application question. You know, when the question asks you in that way, how should I answer it? So please practice all the question in exercise 3F. Okay, thank you, class.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss.
So can you go to the limiting question just now?
Mm.
The one
Yeah.
that yeah, this one.
Mm. Okay. Is it done?